The topic for today is, and I just had it. Forgive me for I'm slow today. Look at this. This is a dang machine. This one like iPhones. Gotta do too much. Um, the topic is, and I just had it. That's crazy. Oh, the topic for today. One of the topics is actually there are two, and it's like every time somebody send me a topic within an hour, another one comes. So that's pretty decent. So thank you guys for your topics. But one is the truth behind holidays, and the other one is um, should a man pay for the date, no matter who no matter who thought of the date, if she asked for it or stuff like that. So we'll try to break that down as best as I can. Well, I'll try to break it down as best as I can. I'm looking for my here we go. My glasses is dirty. So those are the two topics for today. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Pico City 101 Talk, and subscribe to that page because I'm gonna be putting some YouTube. I'm gonna be putting some stuff up on YouTube that won't be on Facebook. So you guys have to subscribe to that. So thank you, thank you in advance. So let me try. Oh, there we go. Okay, the first topic is what I said earlier about the not pagan holidays, the holidays. The truth about holidays. We got I'm just gonna name the big ones. We got Christmas, uh, Thanksgiving, Halloween, um, Easter, Valentine's Day, stuff like that. Now, there's nothing wrong with buying your significant other. Oh, wait a minute. Stuck. Oh, there we go. Buying your significant other something for up to show to show your appreciation to that person. No shape, form, or fashions. Nothing wrong with that. But you shouldn't have to wait for a holiday to do it. You know, some people wait for Valentine's Day to show their special someone that they care about them and sweetest day and stuff like that. You don't have to wait for those days to do that. And you know, who don't go broke on Christmas? A lot of people go broke on Christmas to you got the Christmas lights, which are beautiful. There's nothing wrong with decorating with Christmas lights and stuff, but there's a way you go about doing things because, like I always said, everything carries some type of spirit. Everything. I don't care what it is. It can be a light. It can be a roach. It can be anything. Everything carries a spirit. So, by that being said, let's pick the first one would be Christmas. No, you know what? First would be Thanksgiving. Now, from what we were told in school, about Thanksgiving and um the Christopher Columbus, when he discovered America, he came over here. There was Indians, so he couldn't discover America if Indians was already here. But anyway, he came over here. There were Indians. Long story short, he broke bread, and they all sat down and had a feast. And it was the Native Americans and the Pilgrims, sitting down, breaking bread, eating, being merry, and just having a good time. That's what we were taught in grammar school. As we were taught in grammar school, high school, somewhat college. But now there's a lot going on in the world now where people can draw their own conclusions. And so when you do the history and the study of these holidays, it makes you wonder about the other side. Now, there's pretty much truth in everything. So, by that being said, they pretty much lied to us about everything. We didn't know because we didn't know any better. So yeah, we thought it was just something to do, but it's not just something to do. Just like I said, everything carries a spirit. If I'm a murderer and I kill hundreds and thousands of men, women, children, whatever, and they give me, and I nominate that day is rebirth day, cleansing day. Put it that way. Pico, I got my own holiday out now. It's called cleansing day, and every April 5th, just throwing a month out there. Every April 5th, that's my national holiday. So you go out and you celebrate my holiday, not by killing nobody. I'm just saying buying cakes and throwing parties for um the holiday I came up with. That's pretty much giving me the praise for something I did evil. So that's Thanksgiving. They slaughtered a bunch of Indians, but we still give praise for it. Think about it. Christmas, they gave us the lie that Jesus was born on December 25th. Jesus was born nowhere in December. I think they say he was born in one of the hot months, like June or July. One of them days, I can't remember. But when they grabbed it, they took it and reinvented and say, well, this is Jesus' birthday, so we have to celebrate it. No, the real thing about Christmas is Christmas always been a pagan holiday. Santa Claus, they shortened it. It was used to be Satan Claus, but when it got here, it shortened it to broaden the people's minds. But you can't, certain things you can't make good. I mean, certain things you can't make, certain things that's bad can't be turned to good, because like I said earlier, pretty much everything carries a spirit. So there's no such thing of a good spirit and a bad spirit living in somebody. Either you're going to have a good one or a bad one. Simple as that. There's no two. You can't have 50-50. This side is an angel on my shoulder. This side is a devil on my shoulder. No, it don't work like that. That's only TV. It's not real. So, and the mother of all is Christmas, but we got to go there. Halloween. The name pretty much speaks for itself. Halloween. They switched it up a little bit, but it's still the same name, Halloween. Sam Hain was a murderer. He was like this demonic entity. And what up, Jonathan? We talking about the truth about behind these holidays, and should men be obligated to pay for a date? But that's the second part. We talking about the holidays right now. So Halloween, anything you serve, and hey, look, I'm like I always say, I'm guilty like everybody else. Because when I was younger, I wasn't crazy about Halloween. I was pretty much always scared of it because I was a little crazy little punk kid. But um, you put a mask on. It's not always bad mask. You got all type of mask out, but it's still, once you look at it, it still serves the same purpose. It's still celebrating evil. Now, sometimes they will let the cat out the bag sometime about Halloween and witchcraft, and witches are real. Whether we like it or not, witches are real. There's no such thing of a good witch. Reason why there's no such thing of a good witch, because one, witch use magic. Magic comes from satanic beings. The Lord doesn't use black magic. God is God, Satan is Satan. Remember, God gives Satan powers. It wasn't the other way around. So it's like something we can't get rid of, but we love it so much we can't get rid of it. I mean, I get it. The ambiance of Halloween is beautiful. Now people put lights up. I think it's purple and orange. There's nothing wrong with decorating, but there's certain things you can't do as God's people. So you can't say I'm a follower of God and I'm walking in the path of God, and you still serving holidays every year. How far can the path be that He's going to allow you to walk? Because it clearly says in the scriptures you're not supposed to serve pagan holidays. These holidays come from the Roman and Greek Empire. That's where it comes from. Easter is short for Easter, but they shortened it. It's Esther. And the thing about Easter is they will hide eggs. That part is true. But when they find eggs, they will have a big orgy, and they would kill babies and eat babies. So this is what we're pretty much serving. But you can't serve two masters. I know we all have kids, and I hear a lot of people say, well, I celebrate Christmas for the kids. That don't mean nothing. You still celebrating it. So I'm not trying to tell you not to celebrate it. It was a topic given to me, and I'm just talking about it. I'm just telling you what the the theories behind these holidays. There's always a theory to something. Remember um but like I'm saying, Sam Hain, these guys are evil entities, but evil is always going to be served no matter what. People try to dress up things, like I said about Christmas. We do it for the kids. Or Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving and Christmas. This is the only time family really comes together. But there's more days than family can come together. So we give him praise to pagans, whether we like it or not. There's a there's a good reason why the Lord told us not to celebrate pagans, because everything carries a spirit. Once you celebrate that entity, you're celebrating that spirit, whether we like it or not. I know it's a tough pill to swallow. I know it's hard to chew, but hey, I don't make the rules. I do not make the rules, so do not shoot the messenger. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I wrote no scripture. I wrote nothing. I'm just delivering a message. Somebody wanted me to talk about it. One wanted me to talk about it, so I'm doing it. So Thanksgiving, like I said, Columbus, they went over there, they slaughtered all the Native Americans, but we still celebrate the holiday. And we know what happened on those days, but we still do it. Now, you might do it with good intent or good intentions. You might do it with cruel intentions. Who knows? But if you're doing it with good intents, you're still feeding into that entity, that evil entity, whether we like it or not. If you praise anything or do anything on a day you're not supposed to do, that's considered a pagan. The people in the medieval days, they knew it. They knew it too. They had fights about this stuff too, about pagan holidays, and they would tell you in your face, those are pagans. Anything you worship before the Creator, that's considered your God, or that's considered something you want to worship. So when we put those Halloween masks on, when we go get turkeys for Thanksgiving, when we go break our necks for Christmas. I know Christmas is don't believe me. Christmas is a beautiful season. The snow, the lights, everybody's in a good mood. You can walk out downtown and go get hot chocolate and stuff like it's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with beauty, but it's the thing behind it that pushes it. It's always it's always something evil when it comes to something being a pagan. Pagans were not God fearing people. That's why they call them pagans, because they don't know any better. So it is what it is. Just like Easter, what like I said about Easter. Easter was nothing but a big orgy from the goddess Esther. That's all it is. They would have sex, big orgies in front of everybody, just like the Romans did anyway, and they would kill people. But they turned it around and said, we're gonna take all the killing out and make it, a rabbit with eggs. Rabbits don't lay eggs. That's another lie, but we never looked at it like that. And the churches are packed out on Easter. But that's funny that churches can be packed out on Easter, but you're supposed to serve God every day, all day. But Easter Sunday, everybody mom in church with them bright colored dresses and suits. Why is that? It's because we were taught no better than the next man. We were taught to enjoy this stuff. And when I was younger, I was into it too. We had one of the best Christmas homes on the block. My old man did it big, but once you come into the truth, you gotta let the negativity go. Was it hard for me to let the negativity go? No, it wasn't, because I always knew as a child there was something wrong with these holidays. And if you notice, they pick them perfect. Thanksgiving fall right Thanksgiving, then it's Christmas. October, November, December. Think about it. Three in a row. You can't go wrong with that. Valentine's Day, that's another one. They did the same thing with Valentine's Day. It was nothing but an orgy party. That's all it was. But they took it and twisted around and say, well, you know what? Hey, Cupid, bow arrow, shoot your loved one, bam, Valentine's candy. And now we're so twisted with these holidays. When Valentine's Day and stuff come and you don't get your girlfriend nothing, she gets mad at you over a day she had nothing to do with. That's how brainwashed we are. The stores is completely sold out of everything on Valentine's Day. Why is that? But the funny part about it is all these holidays are man-made, but you don't see. And I'm not trying to take up for the guys, but Sweetest Day is another man-made day, but it's not in scripture. It's not a pagan. It's something they made up. There's no evil entity behind it. But Valentine's Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween. Yeah, me when every time New Year's come around, I get scared. I am actually scared of New Year's Eve before that clock hit midnight. People out partying, and there's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself. But how many of us actually, when that clock hit 12, and when we count down and 2023 pop up, how many of us drop to our knees and say, "Thank you, Lord, for letting me see another year"? No, we run and get the alcohol. We run and get the women. We run and do what we got to do. The clubs and stuff is packed. But what we fail to realize is this: every time you look at a clock on the wall, and it no matter what hand moves, every time the hand ticks, the second hand ticks, this world gets older. You get older. This world is old now. We don't know how long we're gonna be here. I never liked New Year's to party with. I never liked it. Well, you know what? Take it back. I was always scared of it because I don't know how the world is going to end. Midnight, God can say, "You know what? Here I come." Then what are we gonna do? And remember what He said. When He come, He's going to come like a thief in the night. You don't know when He's going to come. You don't know. He's going to catch people partying. He's going to catch people having premarital sex. He's going to catch people killing people. That's how He roll. And when He come down, it's too late. But it's just crazy. There's nothing wrong with celebrating New Year in a good way. There's nothing wrong with that. He let you see another year. Hey, the first thing you should do when that clock hit 12, you ain't even got to you ain't even got to get on your knees and pray. Just, you know what? Thank you, Father, for letting me see another year, and please continue to bless me to see another one. Because in this day and age, life is so short now. Life is a short fuse. Remember, people used to say, "Well, he got a short fuse, she got a short fuse." Life is a short fuse now because anything goes, anything can happen. But not to get off the subject, but holidays are pagans, no matter how we look at it. And if you're following the Lord, one of His chosen people, you're not supposed to celebrate holidays. Although we're a stranger in a strange land, He also said in the book, "Do not follow the ways of the heathen." Anything they do, we can't do. We're not supposed to eat pork. We all know we're not supposed to eat pork. That's why when we go to the hospital, the doctor say, the nurse say, when they check you up, your blood pressure's high. That comes from pork. But now it's all food. Beef is bad. Vegetarian food is bad because they shooting all this stuff up and people actually dying from this stuff. We're not supposed to eat seafood. That's bottom feeders. You don't eat catfish, crab, lobsters. We're not supposed to eat none of that. And I was guilty of a lot of that stuff. I used to eat pork chops. I used to eat seafood. I used to get the seafood boils. But guess what? Even if the Lord told us what not to eat, and I found out the truth about this stuff, and it's a high risk, I can have high blood pressure, even worse than I have now, I gotta let that stuff go because I want to live the days of my life. Because I don't know, like I told you guys before, what my mama told me. We all know we gotta die, but we don't know when or how we're going to die. So hey, I don't want to be laying up in a hospital bed, and they say, "Well, you know what, his blood pressure's too high." And what's the last thing he ate? He ate a seafood boil. Well, that did it. I don't want that. So the Bible is nothing but a book for us to go by. He tell us what to eat. He tell us what not to eat. He tell us what to do. He tell us what not to do. So yeah, He tell us not to serve pagan holidays. It's in the Bible. All you have to do is open up your Bible and read the Bible. It's right there in the Bible. Because anything pagan is bad. It's all bad. There's an evil backstory to all these holidays. No matter how we look at it or not, it's all evil. And the most boldest holiday out now, it's not Thanksgiving, it's not Christmas, it's Halloween. People come out now. You can go to YouTube, surf on YouTube, and they'll tell you, yeah, we're witches. You got white witches, you got black ones. Yeah, we serve a higher power. That don't necessarily mean the Lord. A higher power, it only means you're serving something that's more powerful than you are. That's a higher power. Oops, sorry. So yeah, witches are real. Witchcraft is real. There's no such thing. It was like I said earlier for the ones that just came in. There's no such thing of a good witch. Bewitch, genie. Though jinns are nothing but witches. It's just in another shape. I mean, another language. A jinn is a witch. A genie is a witch. That's all it is. That's all it is. So all this stuff is evil. God's not going to send a witch down to do good because he don't tolerate foolishness. And we should be the same. We should be in the same boat he's in. You know, they put witches do put spells on people. Everything we grew up watching on TV and cartoons and stuff was funny and it was amazing, but now it's out now. They just don't fly around on brooms with long noses with moles and stuff and long black hats. No, they look just like me and you, but they'll put a spell on you you can't even get rid of. So guess what? That's a part of Halloween. So when you serve Halloween, you're giving into that entity, whether we like it or not. We're giving into that entity. You serve it, that means you're giving that entity or that demonic entity power. That's all it is. Christmas, the same thing. Jesus wasn't born on Christmas, but they told us that. You know, yeah, son, God did have a son. That part is true, but he wasn't born on December 25th. Now, if you do your history and search now that's all out. You got a lot of people saying, well, you know what? We came into the truth. Jesus wasn't even born on Christmas. But look at all countless the countless souls they got by telling us that, and we should go out and go shopping, and we should go out and do this. People go broke for Christmas. You can't pay your light bill, but guess what? When those holidays are over, guess what? Back to work. They're going to shut your stuff off because we don't have the money to pay for all this stuff. You got lights running all day. It's always going to be a money trick. Yeah, you can serve it. You can serve it, but be ready to face the consequences. So there you go. If you want to buy somebody something, buy them something just because you want to. Don't wait till December 25th. To what they say it's the time. It's the season's greeting. The time for giving. Time for giving. Everybody have a big heart when it comes to Christmas and Merry Christmas. I just got you this because I thought I was thinking about you. How come you can think about me in January or February, March, April, May, June? You just waited to December 25th to think about me and you bought me something. And then I'm gonna say, but I didn't get you anything. And you say, you know what? Don't even worry about it. It's the spirit of Christmas. It's the spirit of giving. What kind of stupid crap is that? We love holidays more than we love our own brothers and sisters. We love strangers better than we love our own brothers and sisters. So it goes both ways. I'm not on here telling anybody that they can't do nothing. You can do what you want to do because all of us are grown. Even if you're not grown and you're watching this channel, one day you will be grown. And I'm not trying to tell nobody nothing. But once you know the truth, there's certain things you can't do anymore. I don't care how old your kid is, your son or daughter. And you say, well, I'm just doing it for them. That's no excuse. You still doing it because guess what? Now that generation, you raising that generation to be just like your generation. Or you know what? Me personally, I don't do it. But if my kid, my daughter, or what whoever, they want to dress up, I support it. That don't make sense. Either you're gonna support it or you're not. And that's what's wrong with us. We always want to take the easy road. Because we want to fit in. We don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But there's a bigger problem at stake, man. We gotta get everything we do, we gotta get judged for whether we like it or not. We gotta get judged for it. So how can you say you're a child of God and you go to church and you do this, but you serve you serve in holidays he say don't serve? That's called disobedience. So now I'm not saying that if you didn't know about it, you can't get judged for something you don't know. You can't. But then again, somewhere down the line, everybody heard the truth from somewhere or somebody. Either it's your mama, your grandmama, your granddaddy, some guys out in the street, some people on the corner just speaking facts. But when it comes to facts, we don't want to listen to that because we want to justify what we do. We want to justify our wrongdoings. So things will things will never get better when it comes to holidays because people break their neck for holidays. Valentine's Day, like I said, Valentine's Day. That Valentine's Day now is bigger. It's the second biggest holiday. It didn't pass Thanksgiving and uh uh Halloween. It's Valentine's Day and Christmas. And if you don't want to if you're in a relationship and you don't want to celebrate those holidays, hey, guess what? And he or she finding the problem, you know what? Either we gonna stay together, or you gonna either we gonna stay together, and you gonna believe that I don't like these holidays. So don't look for nothing. Don't look for nothing. It's simple. It's real simple because, like I always said, once you let it in, it turns to a plague and a virus. It stretches. Then you say, you know what? I did it this year. Next year come, you know, I'm gonna do it again next year. Then you be right back in the same boat you just jumped out of. Holidays don't mean me personally. That stuff don't mean nothing to me anymore. I used to serve holidays. Don't get me wrong, I did. But it's now. It's like when you tell somebody you don't do something, they want to give you the the bent nose. Like, oh well, you used to do it. Yeah, I used to do a lot of things. Be thankful for me coming out, then saying, well, I do it. I don't do it, but I'm gonna do it just for you. That's what you call a carnal minded person. If somebody can get you to turn from your ways, turn from good ways, you don't need to be with that person because they're not bringing out the best in you. They're bringing out the worst in you. How many men fail by that? How many women fail by that? Well, you know what? If he don't give me something for Valentine's Day, it's over. That's like a threat, but I'll promise you this: I don't care if you stay to the left. That's just how I am. So this isn't a stab at anybody. So please, 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 people, this isn't a stab at anybody. I'm just telling you the way how I feel. Now you can't go off my feelings just like I can't go off yours. If you celebrate these holidays, that's not gonna make me hate you. I'm still gonna talk to you. You still my brothers and sisters. It don't work like that. But I won't do it. That's just me. So hey, I love everybody. Well, almost everybody. But the other topic is kind of interesting because I had a conversation with a couple of people about this topic some months ago. And just so happened they found out I have a podcast and they brought it back. So thanks for the topic too. I appreciate that, bro. Now the second part is, should a man pay for a date no matter what? If a woman asks a man out, well, you know, hey, such and such, blah blah, this, that, blah blah. Okay, you know what? Let's go out on a date. Okay, fine. I'll pick you up at such and such, or you pick her up, whatever. It don't matter. You go on a date, you guys are winding down, enjoying each other's company, enjoying the ambiance of the place and stuff like that. And the waiter or waitress brings the check over. And you know, they always flip it upside down, which we know what that's about because you don't want to ruin a good date by looking at a bill. And she pick it up and she like, okay, man, let's go. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. In some cases, some people said, a couple of women I know said, well, a real man will not let a woman pay for a date. So what the hell is a fake man? What's a fake man? That let her pay for the date? It really don't matter who pays for the date, long as it get paid. If it don't get paid, guess what? You're gonna be doing the dishes. I'm gonna be busting the tables. Simple. It's real simple. Now, if he acts like, you know what, let's go out and get something to eat. That's an automatic. You're gonna pay for it. You ain't even gotta say, well, I'm going. You're gonna pay for it. When you get there, you be like, dude, you asked me, you gotta pay for it. No, by being a man, he should want to pay for it. It was his idea. Just like if it was her idea, she should pay for it. But the way we living now, pretty much men got to pay for everything. Why is it like that? I don't know. Story, story time. The the girl I'm dating now, she gets on my nerve. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. The girl I'm dating now, when we first met, when me and her first met, we met at the skating rink because we both skaters. You know, she came over. We talked a bit on. I think this was MySpace. This was MySpace. We talked a bit on MySpace. You know, and she asked to take me out. So I was like, yeah, I guess she knew my weakness. She probably looked at my eyes like, you know what? This boy know he liked to eat. He liked to eat. He looked like he liked to eat. But we went out. She took me out a couple of times. It one and she never. And I'm not saying this to brag about her or nothing like that. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you guys the God's honest truth. She never took me out or we went out together and say, oh, I got the last one. You got to pay for this one. Or you the man, not a problem. Not one problem. Because it wasn't about the money with her. It was about she was getting to know me. I was getting to know her. We had fun when we go out to eat. I'm acting stupid. She acting stupid. That's what it was about. She never threw money in my face. She was never that type of person anyway. No, I gotta sneeze. Sorry. Woo. She was never that type of person. So to answer your question, it pretty much depends on who acts. Now, if a man, if you go out with a guy, if you ask a guy out on a date, or a guy go ask him to go get something to eat, and he like, okay, fine. And if he want to pay the bill, then there's nothing wrong with that. He be like, you know what? Don't even trip. I got it. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But don't get it in your head that I asked him to go out. Now he got to pay this bill. Suppose if he say, you know what? I'm just gonna pay my half, and he pay his half and get up and walk out. Then what? Because now a lot of guys is doing that because some people have an assumption in their head that that's the role of a man. No, the role of a man is to treat a woman just like the role of a woman is to treat a man with what? Respect and kindness. It's the same. It goes both ways. Both ways. So that's pretty much self-explanatory. It's not always about, well, you're the man. You got to take the lead. No, you only take the lead when you get married, man. That's it. You don't make promises to girlfriends. You don't, because when you make a promise to a girlfriend, that promise is like a dream. It could be broken. But if you're married and you make a promise to your wife, well, she by right, she's got that right to hold that promise against you. Remember, girlfriends are man-made. It's man-made. God don't frown upon boyfriend and girlfriend because he know if you get boyfriend and girlfriend, y'all gonna have sex before y'all married anyway. That's why he don't condone it. Even if it's just platonic, you and him, you get married first, then the bed is undefiled. You can have kids and stuff like that, or you can take care of her. But other than that, no, you don't owe her nothing, just like she don't owe you anything. And we had this conversation before. You don't. I know a lot of people say, hey, guess what? The man is supposed to lead. The man is only supposed to lead if he puts a ring on your finger and you become his wife. That's it. That's it. Cut and dry. You don't owe her nothing. She don't owe you nothing. But I'm not saying y'all can't respect each other. And that's a lot of problems in the black community that we have with each other, with man and women. We don't respect each other. You got women hauling off at the mouth, jumping in front of these guys' mouths and provoking these guys. And when he pop you, God forbid, and he pop you, then you want to call the police. Well, all that bravery just go when you was on this man's face calling them all kind of names. Where? There's no respect anymore in the black community. Women disrespecting the men disrespecting the women. It's an ongoing stumble. But back to what I was saying, it's the sky's the limit when you out having fun with somebody, man. But you can also turn that date to the worst date because we all probably seen on Facebook and on YouTube and stuff like that, or TikTok, the social media platforms, when women bring their friends out on dates and they expect the guy they're dating to pay for all these women. And this girl brought like 8 friends, and the bill was like 400 some bucks. He paid for his meal. She was talking crazy, so he was like, you know what? I was gonna pay for you too. I ain't paying for nothing. He paid for his meal, got up and left. They end up calling the police on the women, but the guy was gone. That mentality right there, that means no respect because they thinking, well, she was thinking, you know what? He was nice enough to invite me out for dinner. Now, I'm finna be nice enough to invite my friends out, but he got to pay the bill. Why? I probably would have did the same thing. I probably would have walked out too. No, 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 sweetie. I'm dating you. I'm not dating all the rest of y'all. So you can get mad all you want. I'm out of here. Same thing if a dude did that with a woman, she should get up and leave too. I'm not gonna pay for them. I'm paying for you. Now I'm not paying for you because you were stupid enough to bring all these guys over here and you want me to pay? No, I'm out of here. So hey, I hope y'all brought y'all wallets. It It pretty much has to stop in the black community because we point the finger at each other so much, but we're not doing anything to help the next to help relationships or the next person. People there are people in relationships that want to see your relationship go down the hill quick just because they stuff didn't work out. Now they got this vivid imagination that what, my guy dog be out, your guy gonna dog you out too, or my girl's a slut, your girl a slut too. And it don't work like that. It don't. There are actually, whether we believe it or not, there's actually still good people in this world. They may be hard to find, but they're still here. So, and we sometimes take good people and run over them. Run over them. No, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna pay my bills, you're gonna do this. Well, I gave you sex. Remember, y'all, sex is an even exchange. It's an even exchange. So just like you laid down, I laid down too. We had sex with each other. So that's stamped. That bill is passed. But some women, not all, some women think that if you sleep with a man, the man owe you rent money or something like that, or you gonna do this, you gonna buy me this. No, 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 no. It may, well, with me, it'll never work like that. I can't speak for nobody else. And to the brothers that's out there like that, man, just wake up. Just wake up. Same thing with the guys. If you sleep with a woman, you think this woman owe you the world. You think this woman is only tied down to you now. No, man. No, 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 no. She can still do what she want to do because you damn sure gonna do what you want to do. That's just a notch in our belt. For her, it's not a notch in her belt. It's not. But that's a whole nother subject about women having sex and men having sex. Those are two different things. So I'm not gonna go into none of that right now. Believe me, I'm not. So that's pretty much it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. You already know how it go. Anonymous inbox, not anonymous, on my page. And please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's Pico City, a one-on-one talk. Hit that subscribe button, because if y'all don't, I'm gonna beat all y'all up. But no, seriously, hit the subscribe button. And for the ones that already subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get my likes up, I'm trying to get my views up. So I appreciate y'all for doing that. And take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And always remember to always put God first, no matter what you do. Always put Him first because He's definitely, definitely worth the praise. And this is Pico. Once again, this is Talk 101 saying God bless everybody and take care of each other. And I am out of here.